Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney and today we are going to be doing a timeless tarot reading. This message is not going to resonate with everyone because it is just a general message. So please take what resonates with you and however it resonates with your situation and leave what don't. Also you guys, because this is a timeless reading, whenever you come across this video, that is going to be when you needed to hear these messages the most. If you like this video and would like to see more from me, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the post notification bell. And feel free to share it with someone that you think will benefit from watching this video. So just to let you guys know, I did come up with a plan to just post 2 days a week. That way I can kind of focus on other things, but also stay on a schedule so that I'm being more consistent. Okay, so I'm going to post in the beginning of the week, probably on like a Monday. I'm going to keep probably doing Mondays, and then probably on like a Friday. All right, so let's just get right into the reading and see what we can expect. What can we as a collective expect in the near future? What is the energy surrounding us? What do we need to know? What is coming our way? What messages do you have for the collective right now? I'm sorry, guys, this deck is so big. It's huge. I can barely shuffle them. But, all right, so what messages do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What is coming our way? What can we expect? Spirit guides and ancestors will walk me at the highest light and highest vibration. What messages do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What is coming our way? What can we expect as a collective? The collective who will come across this video. This is a timeless reading. What messages do the collective need to hear? What do they need to know? Okay. So we have the Two of Coins in reverse, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, all right? And on the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Blades in reverse. So with this Ten of Blades in reverse being on the back of the deck, if this isn't already happening, this is coming. You may have been going through a period right now where your life may have been, may have just been a lot of chaos or a lot of hurt or a lot of pain. Maybe you are feeling betrayed by someone, feeling hurt by someone. And it's just, you kind of got to that point where you felt, like you were at your lowest. And this doesn't even have to involve anyone else. This could just be you and how you feel, spiritually, financially, whatever problems you are going through that kind of had you in a place of feeling like you just hit rock bottom. I definitely feel like if you have been going through a situation like that, I do feel like you will be coming out of that situation very soon. And what I'm seeing here with the Two of Coins in reverse is that for some of you guys, there is a need for you to find balance in your life. I feel like that's when you are going to come out of this place of feeling like you're at rock bottom. You are just here. So there's no other way to go but up. The only other way that you can go is to come out of this situation. You have a blank canvas, to really write whatever story you want to write for yourself, whatever life you want to create for yourself. You have a blank canvas to create whatever you want, but you aren't able to see that because you are so focused on what you've lost or what you are losing, or you're just trying to focus on one thing so much that you are staying like it's kind of like you have like that tunnel vision and you aren't seeing anything else. You don't see the other options. You don't see the other choices, the other doors that are available for you, the other the other gifts that your spirit guides are trying to offer you. You're not seeing that because you're so focused on one thing. Okay, so with this Two of Coins, it's like you need to find some balance in your life. You're juggling a lot, you have a lot going on, so it's time for you to focus. It's time for you to focus on what do you truly want. What is the most important thing to you right now? And for some of you guys, you may actually you may not have reached the point yet where you just feel exhausted, it's like you're just still juggling things, but you feel your energy is starting to be drained because you are doing so many things at one time. So this is a message from your spirit guides to really start to bring your life back into balance. Start to really look at all of the situations that you are juggling and ask yourself, how can you come up with a plan so that you don't become exhausted, so that you don't find yourself out here trying to do, a million and one things at one time, and then one day you just hit this place of the Ten of Swords where you just feel like burnt out. You feel like you can't go any further. You just feel like you've given everything that you had to one project that you aren't even able to give it to, give your energy to anything else. So this could also just be a situation where, if it's like your work life. So it's like maybe you go to work and you burn all of your energy at work because you want to make sure that you have enough money. Or then you get home and then you don't have any time to come together with your family. You have no time to, go out into nature. You have no time to go out and do those things that make you happy. You have no time to spend, just spend time with your kids, to take care of your animals, to take care of the things that you know that you need to take care of, or just have those one-on-one connections with other people. You don't have the energy to do that because you burnt all of your energy out being, you burn all your energy out at work. And then for some of you guys, this could also just be you being, spending that time with spirit, going into meditation, coming up with some sort of like spiritual routine or practice so that you are able to connect with your spirit guides, your ancestors, and your higher self. But you're unable to do that because you're so focused on giving your time and your attention to everyone else that you can't even, you don't have time to give that love, that energy to yourself, or even to put it into anything that you really enjoy doing because you've spent so much of your time and attention on everyone else that you don't even have enough time to focus on who you are. Okay. And with the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Wands, when it's in reverse, it just talks about like having this idea and basically not knowing what to do with it. You don't know how to plan. You don't know what to do. You're like, you got this bright idea and it's just like, but what am I supposed to do? How do I make this a part of my reality? How do I, bring it into fruition? What am I supposed to do with this idea? Like, I feel it, but I don't know what to do. So I definitely feel like, you need to prioritize your time. All of those other things that you have going on in your life, at least, find an hour or 2 hours, or maybe even just a day out of the week to just sit with yourself and all of the ideas that you are getting and ask yourself, how can they become, a part of your life? How can you make them a part of your reality? Where do they fit in with you? How can you make time to start to birth these ideas and really actually make them a part of your reality also? But for some of you guys, this could also be you not feeling inspired or not feeling motivated. You just feel like you just can't create right now. It's like maybe you aren't coming up with any creative or what's the word that I'm looking for? What is the word that I'm looking for? Oh my gosh. Any original ideas, or any unique ideas. Maybe you're not coming up with any of, maybe you're not coming up with any unique or original ideas. And it's like, dad, because you lost that inspiration, you lost that motivation. You're going through kind of like a dry spell right now. But I feel like it's because you are putting so much of your energy into everything else that at the end of the day, you're burnt out. You have no time to feel inspired. You were like kind of like on a go. Maybe you had like a streak or like a period of where you were just feeling inspired. You were just feeling motivated. Everything was coming together. Everything was lovely. Everything was beautiful. And then all of a sudden you hit this period and you're like, dang, like I can't even create. I don't know what to create. But it's because you were juggling so many things. You were doing so many things at one time. Where this is a message from Spirit to let you know to be careful. To make sure that you are still finding time to spend time with not just, everyone else around you, but make sure that you are finding time to spend with yourself in meditation, seeking that inner guidance with your higher self. Spend time with yourself. Make sure that you are going out into nature and you are doing those things that you absolutely and genuinely love so that this period of like creativity and inspiration doesn't go anywhere. Go out into nature. Do those things that you love so that you can keep on feeding yourself, feeding your soul everything that you need so that you can continue to be motivated and inspired and have this creative energy just keep flowing out of you. Okay, because again, like I said, with this Ace of Wands in reverse, I definitely feel like this is just a warning to be mindful of all of the things that you are juggling. Be mindful of all of the things that you are doing. Again, some of you guys are just coming out of a place of creative block. You are finally starting to get back in the flow. But you're sitting there and you're thinking about, that week or that 2 weeks or that month or however long your creative block lasted. This could be a relationship. You could have just, you could have been introduced to someone and there's a mutual attraction. You guys really like each other and maybe you've been single for a very long time and all you're thinking about is all those lonely nights, all those months and years you've been single, and now you're ready to jump in this thing head first. because you're so used to being single. But again, if this is a creative block for you, maybe you went through this creative block and you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, all that time I went not feeling inspired, not feeling motivated, not being able to create anything. I'm going to take advantage of this inspiration. I'm going to take advantage of this motivation that I have. But just be careful, be mindful of how you're moving. Be mindful of how many things you're trying to do at one time, because you could end up right back in that creative block if you burn yourself out again. That's what led you to that creative block the first time. You kept, you were feeling the motivation. You was feeling that spark. You was feeling that fire. And you were like, you know what, let me just create. And then by the time you knew it, you were so exhausted, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't even show up. You couldn't be there, not even for yourself, because you had, spent so much of your time and your energy. You wasn't planning, okay? You were just on the go, trying to, it was like, I'm getting, it's like, so say for instance, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a cup, right? And say that this cup is filled with like motivation and inspiration and just, creativity and everything that you need to be able to create or bring all of these ideas to life. Your cup is like overflowing. It's filling up. It's filled to the top with everything that you need to be able to create these ideas or be able to make them a part of your reality. And you saw it. You saw that cup filled to the top. You saw that cup overflowing, and you were like, you know what? I'm going to try to drink this as fast as I can because I'm excited. I need it. And then all of a sudden, before you were able to even pour back into the cup, you looked at it and it was empty. The cup was empty. There was nothing left in the cup. There was no drop of inspiration, of motivation, nothing. And then now you're struggling to fill it back up. You have nothing to and now I'm getting like a cycle. It's like, it's just like a cycle that needs to happen. It's like you need to put something in it to get something out of it. And if you're just taking, then you get to a point and you realize that you have nothing to even put in it. Because, it's just like, it has to be a cycle. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. All right. Can't find the right words to explain it right now. So, but it's just like you have to put something in the cup in order to get something out of the cup. And if you're not putting anything in the cup, then like I was saying, you're just draining the tank dry. And then by the time you realize hey, I'm low, maybe I need to take a break, go out into nature, get some more inspiration, maybe go see some more things, get out into nature. Do those things that make me happy, do those things that make me smile, be with those people who motivate me and keep me wanting to move forward. Maybe it's time I need to get back out there. But then by the time you realize that you don't even have the energy to go out and get that inspiration, because it's all gone. You're burnt out. You're tired. Your energy is low. You can't even get up to go outside or do anything because you spent it all away. Okay. And I feel like, again, if this is a relationship for you or even just a friendship for you, I feel like that's the same thing. You meet this person. There's this mutual attraction. You've been single for so long, or you've dealt with some of the crappiest people, and then you meet this person who gives you that feeling that you haven't felt in a very long time. So then you fall head over heels, and then you realize, wait, there's nothing here. I don't even like this person. This is, there's no passion. We're not on the same level. We don't like the same things. We vibrate at a different frequency. This person is asking more of me than I'm able to give, or I'm asking more of this person than they're able to give, and there's no balance in this relationship. We don't, at first I thought that, that we were mutually attracted to each other, that we were equal, that we liked the same thing, we were into the same thing, that we were compatible, that we were a great match. At first I thought that, but then I realized that whoever this person is empty. He's empty. His or she, we don't have as much in common as I thought. There's no passion behind this. Or we didn't establish anything. So now we've been in a relationship for 6, 7, 8 months, and it's kind of like we're already stuck in our ways. We're already so focused on ourselves that we aren't able to really give to each other. So I feel like this is a time for you to really take it slow. Before you know it, you turn around and you're hurt. You're at rock bottom with this person before you even realize, wait, we started off totally wrong. We need to go back and try this again. We need to start over again. Because it was built off of, you know, we weren't honest with ourselves or with each other. What other messages do you have for the collective? So then you got to go back to the beginning and paint on a brand new canvas. So I definitely feel like if this is you, if you've met someone that you really like, that really likes you, take your time, okay? And also make sure that you leave behind the hurt. Make sure that you release the hurt. You release the pain that you went through from those past relationships that just aren't serving you anymore. And make sure that you are actually coming together with this person that you genuinely like. Don't hold your past against him or her, you know, because they didn't cause you this pain. They didn't cause you this hurt. They didn't make you feel this way. But you need to really come together with this person. For some of you guys, I just feel like you work. You don't really make time to date like you want to date. You like, you know, you genuinely want to share your space with somebody else, but you work so much. You don't prioritize your time. You have so many other things to do. Or this could be the energy of your person. You guys never really have time to come together. And there's some frustrations because this is what you want, or this is what your person wants. Your person wants to come together. They want to do things. They want to spend that one-on-one quality time. But somebody always got something to do. And now it's time for you to just take a step back for a second, okay? And figure out, why do you do this? Why you need to prioritize your time. Make time for your friends, for your family, for your, you know, your romantic partners, for your kids, for your animals. Like, you need to make time for your spirit team. Okay, can I have 2 more cards for the collective who come across this video? What messages do the collective need to hear right now at this current moment? What messages do the collective need to hear right now at this current moment? Ooh, okay. Here now. Being present right now. Not living in the future. So a lot of you guys may be, your life may be a little out of balance because you're so focused on the future. We got round and round. So again, you guys keep going through this cycle. This is on the back of the deck. So again, you guys keep going through this cycle because you're not learning the lesson. So again, like I was saying, if you guys keep going through a period where you're going through creative block, it's because you don't learn the lesson the first time. Every single time you get that inspiration, that spark, that motivation, you just jump right back in head first. Like, you know what? I'm going to drink this whole cup. I'm not going to leave an ounce in it because I just went, 3 weeks with no motivation, with no inspiration. And now I'm going to go ahead because I don't know when the next time that's going to come. So I'm going to try to create as much as I can to avoid having to be in that place where I'm not able to create, and then you end up right back where you started and not even realizing that the reason why you keep getting there, the reason why you keep going round and round is because you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Higher power. So with this higher power card, it just talks about, basically, there's a higher power, something higher than you that is trying to send you these messages. They keep sending you through this loop. They keep sending you round and round and round in circles, okay, to get you to learn this lesson. They keep sending you messages. They keep talking to you, reaching out to you, sending you signs and messages on what you need to know. They want you to be here and be now. Know that something greater than you is working out your future. Okay, so if you are still holding on to that creative block or that breakup that you went through, all of that time that you was lonely and you were single, or all of that time that you were broke, right? And then you get some money and you just blow it because you know that you have so many things that you want and you just weren't able to get them before. And now it's like, I have so much money. Let me go buy everything I know that I need, or everything that I know that I want. Let me go buy it. And then before you realize it, you only got $2 left to your name. Okay, so it's like your spirit team is like, let me take care of your future. Live in the here and now. Stop worrying about the future. Stop worrying about the past. Let it go. If you went through a creative block and you're finally coming out of it, enjoy this moment. Enjoy this time. But don't live in the future, living your life wondering what's going to happen next. When am I going to go through another creative block? When am I going to go through another period of being single? When am I going to go through another breakup? When am I going to be broke again? When am I going to be struggling again? Instead of worrying about that, focus on the here and now. Focus on the present moment. What other messages do we need to hear as a collective? Ooh. Okay, they didn't fall. successfully overcoming a problem. You guys, so whatever situation you are going through right now, or whatever issue you are going through right now, know that you will successfully overcome this. If you are going through any of these situations right now, know that you will successfully come. You will successfully overcome this. And then we have butterfly, a change for the better. So whatever in your life was happening, was changing, was transforming, whether this was a connection or this was, maybe, like I said, again, you're going through some sort of dry spell, whether it's in your romantic life, in your family, in your career, in your finances, whatever this is, know that it was happening for the better. You will overcome this. What other messages do you have for the collective? Dog barking, advice from a friend. So some of you guys may need to reach out to a friend, and that could be the Two of Cups. Maybe you need to allow yourself to reach out to someone, for help. Maybe talk to them and let them know. Maybe you guys need to go out on a date, and this doesn't have to be romantic. You can go out on a date with your friend. Go have a little coffee date. Go sit in the park. If you and your friend have kids, maybe you guys can do that together. Kind of like have a kids date where you guys just get together, bring your kids together, and y'all just sit there and just have a conversation. Tell this person what you're going through, and get the advice from this friend. I feel like this person may give you that inspiration or may give you that idea. So if you do have an idea and you're not sure of how to bring this, make this idea a part of your reality, then this person could very well be the person that's going to kind of light up that, that's kind of going to light that fire that's inside of you. This person is going to say something to you that's going to really light that fire up. This could be someone who is born in the month of January, or you could be born in the month of January. And then right underneath of that, we have hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So for those of you who are in need of help, you need someone to talk to, you need some assistance from someone, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for a friend. Okay, just know that whatever you are going through right now, it will be coming to an end. You will successfully come over that. So some of you guys could be going through a period of depression, or you could really be sick. You could really be suffering from some sort of illness, but know that you will overcome this. There is no need for you to, worry yourself or stress yourself out, because a change is coming. Something better is happening, okay? Understand. So for those of you who are sick and are going through a period of depression with the Mars retrograde and all of that, all of you guys that are going through something like that, know that you are being guided by something higher than you, and this will not win, all right? You will overcome this too. All right, here we go. Target a goal-oriented person. So I definitely feel like a lot of you guys, that's who you are. But again, you went through so much in your life that once you get that fire, once you really get that inspiration, it's just like you have to just go out there and just you kind of fear. Yeah, see, you got fear, worries, and tense situations. You fear because you're coming out of the situation. You come out of a place of being stagnant, and then you are so scared that you're going to go back there again, or it's going to happen again. You use up all of your energy at one time, not realizing that that's what gets you in that situation in the first place. It's because you think like that. Okay, can I have a few more cards for the collective who will watch this video? Can I have a few more cards for the collective who will watch this video? We have box, you will receive a gift. So something is definitely coming towards you. Somebody will be giving you something. So I definitely feel like whatever this is, if you feel like you are lacking something, something will be gifted to you. Whether it's from a friend, and like I said, for some of you guys, it could be, money. Because it says a path with money is waiting for you. So I definitely feel like if you've been looking for some sort of inspiration, or if you've been trying to figure out how to do something, some of you guys, the gift that's given to you is just something from your friend, like, hey, look, I know you could use this, or maybe you need this, and I want to give this to you so that, so that you can move forward in your career or on your journey or whatever it is. But something will be gifted to you. For some of you guys, this is going to be your spirit team that is going to just gift you with something, just bless you with something. And for others, this is going to be someone who's far away, a faraway friend, someone who's far away, just thinking about you, maybe, and know that you need something, and they reach out to you like, hey, I had this, or, I wanted to get this for you. For some of you guys, we have Cain, pay attention to your health. So for a lot of you guys, what I'm getting is you pay attention to your mental health, okay? Pay attention to your mental health right now at this moment. Don't let this bring you down, okay? Find a way to get up. Find a way to overcome this. whatever the situation is, whether it's a financial situation, a relationship, or just you and yourself, whatever the situation is, find a way to get up and overcome this. Money is coming towards you. Something is coming towards you. But you have to believe. Come out of this place. The Ten of Blades, I also look at it as like the card of like just like deep sadness, depression, anxiety, just like not knowing whether you're coming or going. It's time to come out of that. It's time to pay attention to your mental health. But for others, this is going to be your physical health. Make sure that you are going, make sure that you go get checkups. If you feel ill, if you feel sick, make sure that you go to the hospital. Okay? Just pay attention to your health, okay, you guys? So yeah, you guys, so that is your reading. If you like this reading, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also hit the post notification bell so that you guys can be notified when I upload future videos. And if you resonate with this video, or if this video resonates with you, let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you to everyone who watched and support, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.